Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, kiddies. This is yours duly, John Kassir, the voice of The Crypt Keeper. And you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Welcome to Slasher Radio. It's your boy Bones with Rob and Kat, as always. Lady and gentlemen, how are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Can't complain.
Got wine, so I'm doing good.
Ooh.
You can complain. You can always complain.
I can most definitely find something to bitch about. Believe me, I am good at that. I can definitely do that. Guys, Thanksgiving's coming this week. Holy shit.
I know.
You don't sound too happy about that, Rob.
It just seems like it's not time yet.
It's a weird year for it also.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
is. And you're right, man. Like, I still feel like I'm stuck somewhere in the middle of the summer.
Yeah. It's just been such a strange year that it doesn't feel like it's time yet. But I guess here we are.
Here we are at Thanksgiving. You're right. Yeah, I wasn't ready for Halloween. I wasn't like it won't stop.
Yeah. No. And everybody keeps saying, "Oh, we're almost through this terrible year." I'm like, "What makes you guys think 2021 is going to be any better?"
Right?
It's not like we reach the end of the year and everything resets. We get to all start over.
This is very true. This is very true, guys. I finally got everything we were talking about a little before we started. I finally got everything working for like sound effects and shit again. And
oh boy.
Yay.
It's been a while since this has been played. I don't think Kat's never heard it. Rob, I'm sure you've heard this at some point, but I can I play my favorite one real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. You catching this, Rob?
Oh yeah. Damn.
Does this explain the reluctance when you said yes? Did you know this was coming?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know it was going to be this one,
Jesus.
but good Lord.
That's impressive.
That's your favorite one,
That's
huh?
my favorite one. I actually got this when I recorded it myself. I was hiding in Rob's shower one night and then I recorded this one. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, guys. I can't help myself. Anyway, it's the type of sophistication you get here at Slasher Radio.
That's right. Nothing but highbrow humor.
Guys, we are on the crux of Thanksgiving. And not only that, forget about what's coming up. What we did, we haven't really sat and recorded it for a little bit because we had a couple things in the can, and then some things came up, and things got juggled around. But here we are. And Rob, you picked the movie that we're doing this week.
I did. I'm excited about it too.
Okay. All right.
I like this movie. Shut up.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we're in for a good one. Let's get through the news and stuff so that we can start. Because I don't know Kat's views on this, but we talked a little about it a little while ago, and she seems like she's riding the same wave of the Fog 1980 as I am.
Yeah, I don't like either one of your tones.
My issue with it is that I think I personally am the most entertaining when I really love or really hate something, and the Fog is like in that in-between area for me where I'm not going to get real defensive or, I'm not going to rip it apart or anything. It's a decent enough movie. I liked it.
Yeah, it's in between great and awesome.
Uh-oh.
That's a good way of putting it, though, Kat. That is I don't want Rob to think I'm going to shit on this movie, but I can already tell the caliber he's putting this at, and I feel like we're gonna have differing views, which is always
I feel like
fun.
I'm gonna be like right in the middle of you two.
As always. As always.
It's time to hump the news with Rob
He's not a genius. All right, so let's get into the news so that we can start talking about that. And there is some interesting stuff to talk about this week. As always, by the way, you guys can go check out all these articles and more at slashradio.com. Go check out 12nightshorror.com, promotehorror.com, horrormoviestuff.com. They're great sources for horror, indie horror, mainstream stuff. You know, go make sure to check them out too. Give them a little look-see. All right, first up, there's a new Predator movie in the works. And it's from the director of Cloverfield Lane. I'm going to apologize for this one already. Dan Trachtenberg?
Yeah, Trachtenberg.
Trachtenberg? Oh, I got it right?
You were close.
Well, all right, I'll take it. You know what? I'm going to give myself one of those. All right.
There you go.
There you go. Guys, I mean, I like Cloverfield Lane. I feel like it can be... It's off from Predator, but I could see where it could mesh. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I don't know. Like, the last Predator movie sucked.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, you take a guy who makes sort of a quiet, contained movie like 10 Cloverfield Lane and you give him a Predator movie, I just don't know what the hell to expect.
I was really disappointed with the end of 10 Cloverfield Lane. I'm still not quite over that one. So the idea of... the thing is that I liked so much of the movie right up until the end, and then I got so disappointed those last few minutes. Not a fan.
That's fair. And you're right, the last Predator movie sucked, but this is a completely different team and view and all that stuff, so... We don't know. It could suck even more. It could be great. We don't know. But I can see the matchup with 10 Cloverfield Lane, but I'm skeptical. Definitely skeptical.
Yeah, I mean, anytime they make a sequel to Predator or Alien or any of them, I'm skeptical.
Right.
You know, I just they haven't made a really good one in a long time.
Yeah, that is very true. And you know what? I am really going to piss Rob off here, but I'm not... I want to word it carefully. I'm not a huge fan of the Alien and Predator movies.
The originals are really good. Like Alien...
I think it's unfortunate that they're grouped in together, because Alien... really, really good. Aliens, really, the first 3 Alien movies I would watch whenever. But
Ew, 3 too?
Well, okay.
I mean,
the first 2 I'd watch whenever, and the 3rd one I would laugh through.
Yeah, I mean 3's okay, but the first 2 were just absolute classics. So I think it makes it really hard on 3. You know what I mean?
They did set the bar unrealistically high,
yeah.
but. Predator, and that's the thing about the new Predator movie, is I'm not going to be terribly offended if the new Predator sucks. I wasn't terribly offended when the last one sucked. I was okay with it. I think I'm going to be okay, even if I don't like the new one.
Yeah, Predator, the original, is great. Like, it's just great, stupid fun.
Yeah.
But it's not quite on the same level as like Alien. Alien's a masterpiece.
Alien is so good.
Yeah, and you know, and again, I'm not taking anything from them by saying that. They're great movies. Me personally, to sit down, if I could pick any movie I want, Alien and Predator, they're going to be low on the list. Personally. And I'm not taking that. That's me acknowledging how great they are. You know, it's one of those movies I can see why it gets put where it is. It's just not on mine.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Are you going to yell at me for that, Rob?
No, that's fair enough.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He is tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, right? Jeez. I thought Rob was going to give me one of those fucking...
Catch me outside, how about that?
Yeah, look at that one.
Oh.
No, you just woke me up for this. I'm sleepy.
Poor Rob. All right, so we'll see what comes of that. I'm sure it being 2020 and everything getting delayed, I don't know how Dan Trachtenberg said on Twitter it was supposed to be a surprise, and he's been working on it for almost 4 years. So I don't know where they are on that train.
4 years,
Right?
How long does it take to make a damn movie? Come on.
I don't know, but I would imagine he's been working on maybe getting the role of it, getting the right. I don't know how that worked, but it's hard for me to believe that there's actually been work being done for free. I don't know. But next up, Never Hike Alone, the Ghost Cut is out, and there's new scenes and features for it and all that stuff. I haven't seen Never Hike Alone in its entirety. For anybody who doesn't know, it's a fan film of Friday the 13th. Did either of you guys catch this? I know it was a big deal a few years ago.
It was, yeah, it's good. They did a really good job with it. I haven't seen. They made a sequel called Never Hike in the Snow, which just came out, and I haven't watched that one yet. But Never Hike Alone was really good. I don't know what the hell the Ghost Cut is, though.
I think it's from the snow one. It's what it seems like.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I don't know. But yeah, they did an excellent job with the first one. Yeah.
Kat, did you catch Never Hike Alone?
I didn't. I actually have not seen it.
Okay, well, what do you think? I mean, I think it's great that, because again, I've never seen it in its entirety. I'll sit and watch fan films and all that stuff for sure, and this is definitely the higher quality of them. But Kat, what do you think about fan films? Because I think it's great that, especially Friday the 13th, the legalities and all the shit they're tied up in right now, at least we're getting something, right?
Oh, yeah. I like fan content, generally. I think it gets kind of a bad rap.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, like, fan films and any kind of fan creation, I think, gets shit on for no reason. And sometimes it's, like, really, really good. Yeah. I would be interested in watching it. Is it... Where do you get it?
On YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube?
Yeah, they're on YouTube. I don't think they're allowed to sell it, so I'd imagine it's free. But no, Kat, you're right, because I think people think fan film and they think like 18, 20-year-old kids with, their cell phone or a GoPro going around making a Blair Witch Project style fucking Friday the 13th movie with a mask they bought on eBay. But I mean, there are, especially now, the day of 2020, how easy it is to film content. I mean, there's high quality stuff out there. And this is definitely one of them. And it's kind of cool is that they're... I mean, dude, it's crazy how fan films... Like, that's some DVD type shit. Like Blu-ray, where you get extra cuts and scenes and features. And, like, it's crazy that it's come that far. It's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll watch fan films, but, I do it... I always go in a little skeptical. So, like, I'll start it. And if it looks like garbage, I'm turning it off within the first couple of minutes and I'm out,
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't mind it. I enjoyed, like I said, this one, Never Hike Alone, was really good. And I just haven't had a chance to sit down and watch the Never Hike in the Snow yet.
Yeah. I've been looking, because I've always said that there should be a Friday the 13th movie in the snow. And that's the beauty of it, man. All these movies and rights and money and budgets and approvals and legal problems like Friday the 13th, perfect example. So many things, and then you get scripts and it has to be rewritten and this doesn't work, that I don't like. You get what people want, which is kind of cool. There's really no restrictions. It's just a matter of what they're willing to do, which, I mean, I think that's awesome. But no, I there was one, I don't know who it was by, but I had seen Jason versus Michael Myers.
That one I saw.
Right. And there's a bunch of them out there, but man, there was one that was really good.
Quality was surprisingly good, though. There was there was that one, and there was also Batman versus Predator.
Really?
I think was the other one, which it sounds like one of those like ridiculous joke pairings, but the production quality on it was so good.
Damn. Batman versus Predator. That's some shit that could never get approved on a big screen.
No one would allow that.
No.
Yeah, no. That's going to get held up in rights and yeah.
It would never see the light of day. But damn, man.
I think that was one of like the first fan films that I had seen.
Kat, who won?
You have to watch it.
I
can't spoil Batman versus Predator.
No spoilers.
Did she really hit us with that, Rob? We gotta wait and see now. We don't know. All right, so that's kind of cool, guys. Go check that out on YouTube, because you gotta. That's the thing too. You gotta support this stuff, and I don't know how I know they can't collect money and all that, but figure out a way to support this stuff. And going to watch it on YouTube and getting them views is part of it, so definitely go do that.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. All right, so this is something that really, really makes me happy. And me and Kat already argued a little bit over this topic, kind of, sort of. Scream 5 is done filming. Kevin Williamson's tweeting about it. They revealed the title. It's going to be just Scream, which I don't fucking like. Guys, how are they going to name it Scream?
They're riding that Halloween train. Halloween made $1 bajillion, so they're like, well, we're going to call this one Scream. They'll probably call the next one Scream Kills.
I'm on the fence between being like really frustrated because I think it's a really dumb, kind of a cheap thing to do, and thinking it's complete genius because Scream always did that thing where it reflected what was going on in the horror genre at the time, and just like flat out copying the formula from Halloween's reboot success is maybe genius or really dumb, and I can't tell.
It's the most Scream thing they could have did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but they did confirm that it is a sequel, right? It's not a reboot or anything.
It is a sequel, right? That's the impression I got.
Yeah, that's. I think I read that somewhere that the directors confirmed that it's a sequel. It's not a reboot. It's not, or a remake or anything. Because that's where it gets confusing when you give it the same name. Then I'm like, well, is it a remake or is it another sequel? I don't,
Right, and that was my thing. It's like, well, wait a minute, what the hell are you guys doing here? But I highly doubt it, because I mean, you really can't unless you change. It's a remake with the same fucking characters, the same actors of those characters, just how many years older? Like, you would have to change everything story-wise, which would make no sense at this point. So.
Yeah,
I doubt it. It would be interesting if they did make a remake. I'm not saying this is a good idea at all, but imagine if they made a remake and it's like all the main cast, like Nev Campbell and David Arquette and all them, they're like the parents of the kids who go through it, but it's like just a remake. Act like nothing else happened.
No, I don't want to see that.
Me either. So.
No. I'm still looking forward to it. Hopefully it'll be good. But I don't care for that title at all.
No, they got a lot of balls doing it. I don't like it, and I'm still scared about this movie because I love Scream so much. And Kat, I do think that Scream 4 was very good, but damn, but I don't. To me, Scream 3 was on that line of bad. I won't call it bad. I won't call it great. But to me, we haven't seen a bad Scream movie yet.
Oh, I'll call Scream 3 a piece of shit. That was terrible.
Oh, Rob.
I don't think we've had a... It's hard because Scream and Scream 2 set the bar high. It's in that same Aliens thing where it's like the bar got too high. I think Scream 3 looks a lot worse than it was, because it had to follow those two. It's enjoyable. It's not great. It's the weakest one, but it's, if I've just seen the first two Screams, I'd watch the third one,
See, I would argue that Scream 3 is objectively a bad movie. It's just bad. It has Jay and Silent fucking Bob in it, for God's sake. It's a bad movie.
Rob, damn it. I'm gonna stop you right there. Do not talk bad about Jay and Silent Bob, damn it.
I love Jay and Silent Bob. I love Kevin Smith. They're great characters. They don't belong in a fucking Scream movie.
Well, Wes Craven and Scream were in a Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Which one? When?
Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. Remember the chimp was Scream? Was Ghostface?
No, I don't remember that part. I haven't seen that movie in years. That's a good movie.
Yeah, they were running through the movie set. Wes Craven's sitting there, and then they ran into a Scream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
took the mask off, and it was the monkey.
Yeah. Now, that works better than having Jay and Silent Bob in my fucking Scream movie. I don't want them there.
I'm appalled.
No, Scream 3 is objectively bad. Scream 4 is okay.
I don't even know who two people are at this point anymore. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm not going to turn this into a Scream episode right now, even though I really, really want to.
Well, they've got an uphill battle because they're making a Scream movie without Wes.
Yes.
And then they're gonna
is
give it a
sad.
stupid title. You know,
And
not off to a good start, guys.
true. I'm glad you brought that up too, because, dude, it's so like to take you'd be better off. Well, I don't know, better off. But it'd be arguable to take out Nev Campbell before Wes Craven if you really look at the whole thing. Because I would trust, as much as I love Nev Campbell, I would never want her taken out of this franchise. But I would trust if Wes Craven was there, he'd figure it out and make it work and make it great.
I told you I wanted them to make Sidney Prescott the killer in Scream 4. I was all excited about that idea.
I did think that was going to be surprise of Scream 4, and it
Yeah.
was not that my enjoyment was banking on that, but the end that Scream 4 had did feel very lackluster in comparison.
Yeah, it was like some AV nerd or something, and
Yeah.
That is the second time I heard that. Dismay, who used to do this show, shit all over Scream 4. And we had it out over that. And that was her argument. She was like, there's no way that girl and that little nerd is going to be doing all that lifting bodies and doing all this stuff.
She got a point.
Don't make me say that on recording for everyone to hear, please.
But Scream 4, by the way, I don't think Scream 4 is bad. It's not a bad movie. It's just, it doesn't... I watched them not that long ago. I watched all 4 movies because it'd been a while since I'd seen them. And there's something about it where it doesn't quite feel like a Scream movie to me. I don't know.
It felt like a reunion episode.
Yeah, like I can't quite put my finger on it. What it was about it where it didn't feel like the other movies for some reason. But it's fine. I mean, I didn't hate it or anything. It's better than the third one.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
I will say it is probably better than the third one. Although, again, I think the
Probably.
third one's enjoyable.
No, it's
Like,
not.
It's,
But it's not. You're wrong.
It's not scary. It's not up to the quality of the other ones, but I have fun watching it.
Scream 3 had moments.
I'm not sure you guys know what fun is.
Coming from Rob fucking Humphrey. Holy shit.
Sweet Jesus.
But no, Scream 3, it had moments. And I'm not going to sit here and argue that it's a really good movie, because it's not. But it did have moments that you could point like, okay, that was good. And, you know, that, hey, man, that's more than most movies give you nowadays.
This is true.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, so enough of Scream. The last thing I wanted to bring up to you guys was, and this just came out, I think today, yesterday, something like that. Robert Englund joins the cast of Stranger Things 4.
Oh, I'm gonna have to start watching Stranger Things now.
That was my exact reaction right there, Kat. Beautiful. There it was.
It's not a bad show, guys.
Really?
It's not.
I'm-
I don't know.
Fine. Yeah, Stranger Things is entertaining enough. I don't know what they're gonna have Robert Englund do, but
He's a disturbed man imprisoned for a gruesome murder.
in Stranger Things,
Yeah.
all right.
No, in real life.
There you go.
No, I like Robert Englund. It's always weird for me to see him outside that Freddy makeup, but you know, it'll be, you know, it's a good show. They'll use him well. I have faith in the guys who make the Stranger Things. It's been solid pretty much all the way through. There was a couple of detours in season 2 that were kind of stupid, but it's a good show.
I've never watched it. It's just one of those things that I look at and I hear all the hype about it and everyone's talking about it, and I've seen a couple things. I've seen that fucking Demogorgon, and I look at it and say, no.
No!
Yeah. I mean, I can see why you wouldn't want to. Like, I got on it really early. Like, when it came out, I started watching it, like, right away. And had I waited and seen all the hype and everything build up and seen, you know, the kids on their bikes and stuff, I probably would be the same way.
Yeah.
I think that was the problem for me. I think I didn't jump on the bandwagon fast enough, and then it got hyped up too much. I only saw like the first few episodes. Everyone was like, "This is gonna be your favorite show," and I sat down to watch it, and it's like, it's okay, I guess.
Yeah, I don't find it to be super scary or anything. I mean, it's, you know, it's It's entertaining enough. The second season's weak, but they redeemed themselves with the third season very well. And I'm looking forward to season 4. Like, I'll check it out. And having Robert Englund on board, that makes it that much more interesting to me.
Yeah, and I think Robert Englund takes the type of pride in his legacy that he wouldn't jump on. Tony Todd is very similar, also in this way. They won't take anything on unless it's up to their standards. So yeah. I trust that in him as well. So I love Robert Englund.
I really like Robert Englund, but some of his roles, maybe.
Oh my god! Cat?
Zombies versus strippers.
I've never seen the Robert Englund's in a movie with strippers and zombies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I don't know what you're talking about. That's a classic.
All right.
Oh my god. I didn't mean to do that. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, my man.
Somebody take the soundboard away from Mikey.
Jesus. Oops. All right, so that's it for the news. Rob, you have us talking about The Fog, 1980, $1 million budget, had $21 million in the box office. What? Because you talked so highly of it, so earlier on the episode. What? You know what? Actually, before you even tell us what you think about it, give a quick, because I've seen so much shit online about this movie, and even just because I think I've seen this twice, once in its entirety and once not, forever ago. And I remember sitting there thinking, is this a slasher? Is it paranormal? Is it like, what the hell? Give your quick, because this is something that a lot of people are, they're looking up. Oh, as soon as I put in The Fog 1980, Explained was on the list. So it's like a lot of people obviously look this up and say, what the hell is it? Give a quick synopsis of what you think this movie was.
All right, so first of all, it sounds like a lot of people are dumb because the movie's pretty simple to understand. So it's about, there's a town, Antonio Bay, that's celebrating its 100th birthday, its centennial, if you will. And they come across a group of people, find the legend of how a diary explaining basically how the town started. And they had caused a ship full of lepers who were coming over to settle a leper colony to wreck. They did this purposely so that they could steal their riches. We learn all that as the movie unfolds, but now on this 100th anniversary, this fog is rolling into town, and there are mysterious creatures in the fog that are killing off the townspeople one by one.
Right.
I don't see what's so hard to understand about that.
Well, I remember, and Kat, I don't know if you felt the same way as I did, but I remember watching this the first time I watched it, and I remember thinking it was a slasher. I had known nothing about it. I was like, who knows, 14, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, this is a slasher movie. Because it kind of gave you the hook and all this stuff. Looked like a slasher. And then it's like, wait a minute, is this a creature flick? And then I moved to paranormal, and I'm like, Kat, where did you get confused too?
I will say, I don't remember being confused the first time I watched it, but I didn't remember it very well. Like, I remember having seen it, and a couple like vague scenes. So when I went to rent it to watch it before this episode, there was a moment where I read the synopsis and I was like, is that what The Fog is? And then I had to do like a double take. It was like, have I seen this? Am I thinking of the wrong movie? Like, what happened? Because I did not. The synopsis that Amazon gave me was also very weird. It made it seem like it was going to be a lot more about the ship itself. Like, which, but I remembered like all these cityscapes, and then I read the synopsis that's like, ghost crew haunts, people on the anniversary of their death, and I was like, is that right? Is that? Yeah. Which technically it is, but it was very misleading. And then I started watching the movie, and it's like, okay, yeah, I remember this. I've seen this.
I guess I can see, like, I think the confusion that people might have comes from the fact that there's a lot that happens to make there's a lot that happens to sort of give the hints, especially towards the beginning, that something weird is going on in town. Like we see like that sort of gas station that kind of comes alive on its own.
Right.
And then you see like the glass is shattering and like the clock and all the other stuff. So I get that, but I just chalk that up to there's something weird in the air. There's weird forces at work. You know, when I sat down to watch it this time, and I've seen this movie I don't know how many times, as I was watching it, for some reason I kept thinking there were ghosts in the fog, but they're not really ghosts. They're just sort of creatures. And so I think that maybe they're not well defined exactly what's in the fog, and maybe that leads to a lot of the confusion too. I mean, at one point you get a guy who's in the morgue who just sits up and grabs a scalpel as if he's a zombie.
Right.
I don't know why that's there. Honestly, I have no clue. Like it doesn't mesh with anything else that happens in the movie. But you know, there it is.
They had a lot of crosses in this, like, so it leads you to demonic. It's like I got confused. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, there is a lot of that sort of church imagery and stuff, but that I think is because it's because of the priest. You know, Father Malone, I think is his name, and it was his great grandfather or whatever who set up the scheme to kill all the lepers and take their money. Who was also, I believe, the priest in town. So that I think is why you see a lot of that imagery in the movie.
I think one of the things that really got me is that a lot of these scenes that I remembered really well from the first time I'd seen the movie, like back when I was a kid, is I remembered a lot of the tension toward the end of the movie, but I was surprised at how much supernatural buildup there was watching it through this time. Like, I did not remember any of the buildup.
Yeah.
Which I think the end, there were a lot of plot threads that I really liked, but I think it would have been a more memorable, and maybe it might have made a little bit more sense if they had focused in on any one of those plot threads, because alternating back and forth, it's not a very long movie. It's like just a little under an hour and a half, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot going on, so none of it gets explained the best. And I think all of the church imagery, I think the story with Father Malone in there would have had more of an impact if he had been a larger character from the beginning. Like, we see him in the beginning, but we don't really know what his deal is until later.
Yeah, I can see all that.
It's less focused.
Yeah.
Than Halloween, for sure.
Well, that's a pretty good lead up into my next question for you guys. Obviously, this movie was preceding Halloween. I seen comparisons to things you could throw, like, oh, okay, this is John Carpenter, this is John. Did that stand out to you guys a lot, or is this something that was just like completely okay, this is its own thing?
I think that this is very much its own thing, although because it's John Carpenter, he has his own style, right. His own style of filmmaking. I mean, he's very much the definition of an auteur, and so I think that people can draw comparisons between it and Halloween because of that.
Yeah.
It also, he did the score for both movies, and so there's a bit of the same sort of feel to the score as there is for Halloween. But I don't see other than those sort of comparisons, which you could make for any sort of director that has their own styles movies. I don't see any comparisons at all.
I feel like John Carpenter, I'm not going to say more so than anybody, but he's definitely one of those guys where his style is much more defined. The Thing, as much as I hate to bring that damn thing up, but I don't know how you I don't know how you can hate on that movie. Here we go, Kat. You see
a brilliant movie.
Oh boy, Kat, what do you think about The Thing?
I like The Thing.
God, it's a fucking genius movie.
Oh my God. So I'm outnumbered on this one too.
Yeah.
Great. Lucky me. So not to veer off on whether it was good or bad, but The Thing also felt a lot like this movie, and Halloween. Yeah, John Carpenter's style is extremely defined. And, I think as much as he has, because he wrote this too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the other way that the two stories kind of compare is that John Carpenter he's brilliant at ratcheting up the tension.
Yeah.
And creating very, tense moments on screen. I think he does a good job at that in this film too.
I will say, if the entire film had been, I don't remember her name. She would have had to be developed a little bit more. I think if Adrienne Barbeau had been the central character and she had been up in her radio tower, like with the fog coming in, I think some brilliant tension was implemented in the scenes where she's, she apologizes to her son for not being there to get him back, and it's very emotional. And there's the scene, they're in the car, and she's explaining on the radio where the fog is coming in, and they're like making turns accordingly. And everything where she was in the radio tower was very tense. And if it could have been that level of tension through the whole movie, it would probably be one of like my favorite classic horror films.
Yeah, she's very good in this in that role. I do want to point out that radio station makes zero sense, by the way.
Oh, it makes no sense. Mechanically, I don't understand how that's a radio station.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, she owns the radio station. So, it makes no sense because she's the only person who works there, and it's only on the air from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. What the hell kind of radio station is that?
Sure, very, very true.
Yeah, but I do love that. I do love that it's in that cool little lighthouse, and she's great in this movie. It's a really great character for her, I think.
It is, and I think part of why it doesn't get as much shine as it should is obviously Jamie Lee Curtis, and she was coming off of her Halloween performance, and she was really blowing up at this point. She had done Prom Night prior to both of those, right? When did Prom Night come out?
Prom Night I thought Prom Night was like 81.
Let's see. Prom Night 80. Okay, so
so same year.
Yeah, so she had just come off of Halloween, which is a big ass thing. Then you get Prom Night and this in the same year. So
yeah, and you got Terror Train in there somewhere too.
Jesus, that's right. Yeah, that is very true. So Jamie Lee Curtis, it's hard to. You're not gonna outshine her, So I think that's a shame of it too, where you had. As much as you don't want to say Jamie Lee Curtis's character should have taken a back seat because she is who she is, but maybe in this movie it might have been a little bit better of an idea.
Character-wise, like the character was not as interesting, and I don't think added as much to the tension.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which again, it's very hard to say because I always want to see more Jamie Lee Curtis and things, but
and that's the tough part because. Especially with John Carpenter, obviously there's ties there, so he's gonna push for her to do as much heavy lifting as he can. But maybe that was a bit of a mistake on his part.
Yeah. Well, I think at the time that he made this, he was married to Adrienne Barbeau, so you'd think he'd want to prop his wife's character up more.
You would think.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did you notice John Carpenter's acting role in this movie?
I did not.
I didn't. No.
Yeah, at the very beginning of the movie, he plays the character Bennett, who is sort of, I'm not even sure what he does. He works around the church, and Father Malone tells him to come back tomorrow.
That guy?
Yeah.
I did not recognize him at all.
Yeah, that's a young John Carpenter, uncredited in his role. Yeah.
Damn. Well, he just slid right on in there. I didn't even notice him.
Yeah, this movie's got a hell of a cast.
It does.
Adrienne Barbeau, Jamie Lee Curtis, Nancy Loomis is back. She played Annie in the original Halloween, and of course you got Tom Atkins showing up, drinking his beer, driving his truck, proving he doesn't need a mustache to get the ladies.
Oh my god!
Absolutely a tremendous cast, top to bottom. It's got Janet Leigh's in it, who is Jamie Lee Curtis's mother. Yeah, just top to bottom, a great cast all the way around.
How the hell do you put Jamie Lee Curtis before Tom Atkins? How is Tom Atkins? That's fucked up, bro. You should have been unbiased in your statement on listing this cast, and you waited to the end despite me, to wait and pull Tom Atkins out of the.
Yeah. You save the best for last. That's how it works.
Oh my God, I can't with you. You know what? Yeah. See, I can whip you when I want now. Look at that, Rob. This is great. But yeah, Tom Atkins was in it, and you've been on quite the time. I can't get another picture of Tom Atkins from you in my DMs, Rob. I can't.
Oh yeah, Kat's not in that thread.
I'm gonna report you. I'm gonna report you for harassment. This is sexual harassment at that, because there's innuendos about Tom Atkins all over those things.
I haven't sent one in a couple of days, but for a while there.
Couple of days.
Yeah, for a while there,
are they?
I was sending 1 or 2 a day.
Which, Kat, just so you know, I responded with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
yeah.
Well.
See, Rob, look at that. Ryan Reynolds wins again.
She's young. She doesn't know what she wants in a man yet.
What the?
Deadpool.
Right? Van Wilder? No. Damn. All right. But yeah, Tommy Atkins is in this, and you know what? Not to, I don't want to make it like I'm shitting on Tommy, because he does great. You know, all his roles did great, and I think he was perfect for this. He was like that, somewhat rugged, and he when he's in a movie, most of his roles that I've seen, it's just like it's tailor-made. It's almost like he was just like they had him in mind when they wrote it, and I'm sure that goes to his acting ability. You know, so this is just another good performance from him.
Yeah, no, he's solid. He's always good. I tried to get you guys to watch Night of the Creeps, but you didn't want to do it. He's great in that.
I was willing to watch Night of the Creeps.
It's like that Demons movie, and there was another one, the one I fell asleep on Twitch. I forget the name of the fucking movie. I don't know what it is about those like 80s demon movies that were zombie movies, but not yet. And I don't. Some about them I just can't.
Yeah. No, I get you, but you get Tom Atkins is in that movie, and his catchphrase is "thrill me."
Oh, that's
he says that he says that a bunch. It's great.
Well, Jesus Christ. I'm looking for a sound effect for that, and I can't even think of anything to fucking play for that. I really can't.
What do you guys? You know what I love about The Fog? Let's get back to The Fog.
All right.
I absolutely love the opening with the old man telling the story around the campfire. Do you guys like that? Isn't that cool?
I feel like I'm always going to be talking about cinematography. It was shot very beautifully. It's a very stunning opening sequence, I will say.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to set up the story. And I don't even know who that actor is who plays the old guy, but he does a great job telling the story and to the kids around the campfire. I love that opening. And talking about cinematography, I think this film is shot beautifully, and it doesn't hurt the fact that it's in a beautiful location, right on the ocean with the lighthouse and the little town and everything. But there's a lot of really great shots in this film.
Yeah,
I did notice that a lot.
Like even some of the indoor shots, like there's a shot for inside the church that is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's the kind of thing you want to almost have somebody make a painting of. It just looks so beautiful with the lights coming through the window and everything. It's just absolutely perfect. But that Carpenter knows how to shoot a film.
Yeah.
So you give him a great location like this on the ocean and all that, and just turn him loose and let him go.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely can't argue with that. And no, I agree. Like I don't know, it kind of gives you that. Everybody has that, maybe not around a campfire, but everybody has that moment where you're just sitting there and telling ghost stories and all. It's relatable too, on top of everything else. So it's throwing that in there is definitely not bad. It doesn't hurt at all. Kind of cool way to start a movie.
Yeah. It's they do it better than the Friday the 13th movies that try to start around a campfire.
Yeah,
those always end up being stupid. But they make this one work.
Yeah, they do. Another thing I wanted to mention to you guys: the effects in this movie. I want to know what you guys think about it, but mainly my take on it. Not saying at all that they were bad. They were, especially for 1980, they were very good. But I think what this movie did best as far as their effects is not showing them at all. I think that they did a good job of it. I always say that if you can't do it well, don't do it at all. And there was a couple of spots here where they would hide certain things, if it was with lighting or the fog itself. And there was a couple of tricks that they used to where your imagination had to work instead of seeing, maybe lackluster or even bad effects in certain spots. I think they did a good job of playing to their strengths. And the little bit that they did display effects-wise, as far as makeup and all that stuff, I think they did a really good job, and I think they did a good job of playing to their strengths because, $1 million budget in 1980 when you're having this, the fog come in and like all these things, Jamie Lee Curtis and John Carpenter's getting paid, fuck Tom Atkins got to pay for his beer, and all this stuff, the money goes quick. Yeah, I think they did a good job all around, especially hiding certain things with their effects.
Yeah, and I can only assume that, they sort of purposely held a lot of stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
Because Carpenter, as you'll see with The Thing, is not afraid to put effects on screen.
Right.
So, yeah, I can only assume that he took the sort of Jaws model in handling that sort of thing. And like you said, what the blanks that we'll fill in with our imagination are going to be more horrifying than anything they can show us.
Right.
So yeah, I would agree with that, but I think it looked pretty good. I mean, the effects in this movie, I don't think it's not an effects heavy movie.
No.
So I think the ones that we do see, I wouldn't say they look great, but they're passable.
I wish, and this, I bounced back and forth with this while I was watching the movie, and I was going to not talk about it, and here I go. I think one of the things that really bothers me, because I think it would have been very creative to show less using the fog as cover, but the fact that the fog was also a glowing light would have been just such an opportunity, and I know it would have been very hard to do. It could have compromised the entire movie if they had gone gorier with it, but especially it's so hard for me not to think about The Thing and not to think about, how good practical effects could be in comparison to some of like I wish if I were seeing a remake of The Fog, completely disregarding the fact that there is a Fog remake.
I was
going to not talk about that.
You actually can see a remake of The Fog.
We're just going to, if someone were going to remake The Fog today, I think having more practical effects in there would be a very good use of the glowing fog. And the glowing fog made some really beautiful shots, but I feel like it made the hiding gore behind the fog less effective. I felt like it was working against itself in the fog dynamic in certain death scenes,
That makes sense. It does but I haven't seen the Fog remake. I guess we can kind of talk about it a little bit now, but I wasn't thrilled about the original, as you guys could tell, so I wasn't going to go out of my way to watch the remake, but I could only imagine that it was CGI heavy. And what year? I don't even know what year the damn thing came out.
I think it came out in 2005.
Oh, yeah.
I saw it. I've seen the remake once, and I don't really remember it that well. I just remember hating it.
Yeah.
I remember it not being good, but I haven't watched it in a long time. I was going to rewatch it tonight in preparation for this episode, but I just didn't get to it. I had more pressing matters to tend to, like a nap.
Yeah, I was just gonna say your exciting nap.
Yeah, but I remember not liking it at all.
Yeah, I definitely see what Kat's saying. You can't. There's certain things that don't go great together, and the light fog, it was great, because the fog, I mean, it's the name of the fucking movie. Like, it's so important.
And it's hard because there were good shots. It's hard to say, like, I wish that the fog hadn't glowed because, that it was part of it. And
right.
it created some really beautiful shots. It put more of a focus on the fog. But whenever someone died in the fog, having those like really intense shadows, I think, would have been more effective. Like hiding the practical effects, I think, would have been a little bit spookier, as opposed to just, there were a few shots in there when, especially on top of the radio tower, lighthouse tower. That
I think she was on top of the lighthouse. If she was climbing the tower, I'm gonna be really pissed because that will fry you immediately.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. I don't, like, location wise, I don't know where she was at, but there were a couple shots there that looked a little bit hokier, and I think it's just because they really were kind of working against each other. And also, like, on the ship, like, the hook pulls away and there's, like, no blood on it. And I get, there doesn't always need to be blood and gore and stuff, but
Right.
if you, like, just killed a person and you're going to show the hook lit up by the fog, you know, and it's clean, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wanted a few more practical effects.
Yeah.
I can see that.
That's fair enough. To me, I'll trade the gore and everything just for those shots of like the fog rolling in off the ocean, all lit up and looking amazing. But I understand. I can see why you would want that too.
I think the light, it adds like a mystique to it too. You know, like it needed that. Like if you take that out, I mean, obviously not that it's going to compromise the movie itself, but I don't know. I think it was a really nice touch. You know, it made it more important, kind of.
What do you guys think of the score?
I'm just gonna say it. Not a huge fan. I like John Carpenter's music a lot. He does very good scores. I think this is my least favorite of his. There's one, and it's really weird because one of the first things that I noticed was the music. I really liked how in the first couple of scenes they had very upbeat music during the more chilling sessions, like sections of the film, and then they had like very creepy music during like brighter lit, cozier sections. I really liked the juxtaposition there, but then there was one song in there, and it's that John Carpenter classic repeating note, and the tension is building, and that note's repeating, and it's burrowing into your brain, and then it went on for just like too long. And the tension quit building in the film, and then there was still that repeating note, and it sounded like it sounded like the like one of those alarm warnings, like when you have to replace the batteries in something. And it started to irritate me. And that was like the first time a horror score has ever just like gotten on my nerves. And it hurt because I went in like expecting to really like the score.
Yeah, I have the score on vinyl. I got it. They recently released it on Waxwork Records, Mikey.
Oh.
And you should see the packaging is absolutely gorgeous. And I was going to listen to that today too, but I took a nap instead. I took quite a long nap. But I really love the score. But I'm a sucker for John Carpenter's music, so it's almost like I can't be unbiased when it comes to his music. I just think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't. I noticed it was John Carpenter. You know, obviously hearing it, I was like, "Oh, okay." You know, that checks the box for it. It didn't stand out to me one way or another. So you know, and usually, even in The Thing, which everybody knows I can't stand, score was great. You know, it really was. And well, wait a minute, did Carpenter he did the score for The Thing, right? Or did he not?
No.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
No.
Shit.
That was I can't pronounce his name. He's that genius composer, Italian guy. He just passed away not too long ago. Morcone, maybe. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but he did a ton of films, and he worked on The Thing. Carpenter did some musical cues for The Thing, but ended up not using them because he liked Morcone's score so much. He just used that. Yeah,
I remembered there was a movie that he didn't do the score for, and I was pretty sure that was it. But I do remember me and Bobby did an episode about The Thing. And were you on that one, Rob?
No, I wasn't on that one, but I live tweeted it as I listened to it about how asinine both of you two morons are.
moving along from that. But I do remember. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on it. I'm pretty sure we noted that he didn't score. I don't remember, but I remembered saying something along the lines of, it sounded like Carpenter. I'm pretty sure I noted. I mentioned that it wasn't Carpenter, but it sounded like Carpenter. So either way, he had to approve it somewhere along the line. So obviously, John Carpenter approved. And this didn't really stand out to me, which I guess would go to show you that it was one of his lower, I guess tiers of work, maybe. I don't know. But it didn't come across as bad. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, a lower level Carpenter score is still better than
exactly.
Most.
Yeah, there's no knock on it. Right.
Yeah. Have you guys listened to his Lost Themes album?
No, didn't he put one out recently?
He's got one coming
right.
out. I've got my pre-order in for it. It's not out until like February, but I'm looking forward to it. Those are both really good. The two that have been released, by the way. If you like Carpenter's scores, you'll dig these. They're it's just musical pieces that aren't involved with any films or anything, but they're great.
Right. Oh shit.
Also, at one point in the movie, I found this interesting. That Adrienne Barbeau's character is announcing a song that's coming up, or that she's getting ready to play, and she says, "This one's from the Coupe de Villes." Do you guys know who the Coupe de Villes are?
Nope.
No.
The Coupe de Villes is a band that John Carpenter started with Nick Castle and Tommy Lee Wallace.
Oh God.
They have an album, but it's not. It's called, I think it's called "Waiting Out the '80s" or something like that. But they didn't release it, but they recorded the album and gave copies to friends and family. But you can find it online. It's I believe I found it on YouTube one time. So somehow somebody got a copy and put it up on YouTube. It's very 80s pop, very funny.
Really?
Yeah, it's really it's not, I mean, it's not terrible for the time, but it's just so cheesy 80s music that it's funny. Hear John Carpenter doing this kind of music. And they also did a video for one of the songs from Big Trouble in Little China. They put a song in Big Trouble in Little China from the Coupe de Ville. So yeah, you can check that out.
It's crazy how well known John Carpenter is for his acting, his directing, and even his writing here and there. And everyone knows he's a composer and he does his scores and music and everything. But it's so overshadowed. He could probably have been an extremely, he is, but had he not gotten into movies and film and everything, he probably still could have been an extremely successful musician.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt about that. Yeah, he's great. And I think his father was a music professor or something, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he's a great musician. It does get overshadowed by his film work, I think. Yeah, you're right. But that's just because he's a genius director too.
Another thing I wanted to mention to you guys, I guess plural would be, I noted the villain, but the villains of this, the real villain obviously is the fog. How do you feel overall that they worked that? Because there's so many different ways they could go with something like that. And, we mentioned earlier the holes and, the creatures or whatever that came out of it. Kat, do you think that they could have done a better job in portraying the fog as a villain in itself?
I think maybe a little bit. I think mostly a lot of that comes from the end. Because they very quickly kind of switched through what they believed was going to be the thing that got rid of the fog, and it felt a little bit jarring. I felt like you didn't quite understand what was going to make the fog go away. There just wasn't a lot of I don't think everything needs to be spelled out. I don't even really mind that we don't know if the creatures are ghosts or zombies or
right
killers or what, but I do wish I had understood just a little bit better what precisely they were after, like earlier on.
They were after their gold. They were coming back to reclaim their gold, but also to get vengeance on the town that doomed them.
So wait a minute, are you saying that Warwick Davis could have been in this movie as the Leprechaun?
They could have, yeah. That's what you don't see. He's in the fog. You just can't see him.
Damn. Look at that. I like this movie more. But Kat, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, I was wondering, like, if all they wanted was their gold, why didn't the fog could have gone more directly to the church, right? Like that wasn't a direct path to the church,
right? But that's not all they wanted, though. They also wanted to exact revenge because they had been led to doom by this town's ancestors, and that's why, like, when the board catches fire in that weird scene in the radio station, and it says 6 will die.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's coming to reclaim 6 people.
I guess. I guess. I think one of the things that I would have maybe liked to have seen with that, it would have been really nice because they have that whole radio arc written in already. I think maybe a confession being a part of what gets rid of the ghosts, like reading that journal out on air, would have been an option. It would have been like some exposition to tie the thing up a little bit neater.
Yeah, that could have worked. They would have had to figure out a way to get the journal from the church to the radio station, though, because those groups were separate. It
would have been, yeah, there would have needed to be some like rearranging in arcs. It's just, I did get a little bit frustrated at the end because the 6 will die thing felt very secondary.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not brought up a lot. It comes up that one time, and then again towards the end.
The father says it also.
Yeah, when Father Malone says it's when he's presenting them with the giant cross that they made out of the gold, which apparently I don't even understand that plan. Like they sunk these people's ships so they could get their gold, and then they didn't even do anything with the gold other than make a giant golden cross and stick it in the wall of a church.
They had to hide the gold. Yeah. They're like, well, hide it as a cross so no one knows that we took it, but then they also put it in the wall. And I know we're talking about like the fog as a villain, but the one motivation that confused me more than anything was when you start reading when the journal starts being read aloud, they make it seem like the man who was like responsible for crashing the ship felt bad and that he did it because he was afraid of the lepers, and then it moves from that so quickly to also while we're killing them and not letting them settle here, we've got to get that cash. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Like any kind of development, any kind of like descent into sin story would have been great. Do we do like 1 out of 10 ratings ever? Does anyone have like a where does this fall on everyone's scale?
I gotta hear Rob's first.
All right. So out of 10, I would go 8.8.
Ooh.
Too low?
Whew. No.
I really, really like this movie. And like I said, I know it has problems. I understand that, but I just really, really love watching this one. Every time I watch, like as I sat down to watch it today, I couldn't believe how quick the 90 minutes went by for me. Like it's just a good time movie. It's fun. I enjoy it.
All right. Damn. A good old Davey Portnoy for this one. I'll give it, and I can't go any higher than this, and I feel this is fair. I'm gonna give it a 6.7.
Unbelievable.
And that's being gracious.
You're 2 points shy on that one, but okay.
2.1 to be exact, apparently. I just, it's a good movie. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but I feel there were a lot of holes, which is fine. I'm a Leprechaun fan, crying out loud, so I'm willing to overlook a lot of things, but I just don't feel, if they would have did a certain things different, it could have changed a lot. And they didn't. So for me, it's 6.7. Kat, where are you at in this?
I would give it a 7. I really do kind of fall right in between. It's a good movie. It's got a lot of merits. There are things I would have liked to see more of. It feels maybe a little bit lower, but only because if you look at other John Carpenter movies, they're all higher on the 1 to 10 scale for me. So, but I liked it. I'm happy to sit down and watch it again.
You know what? I'm gonna change my real. I'm gonna change it to a 6.6.
Hey, come on!
And I know it's. I know.
I
know
made
it's
such a bad
0.1.
case that you had to like drop
What?
down a little bit.
Why you gotta be a dick?
I'm not being a dick. I'm just. I know it's only 0.1, but that 0.1 is a big deal to me because I don't think it's a 7, and Kat saying 7 made me go, okay, 6.7 is too close to a 7. So I gotta drop it that
All right.
that 0.1. I could say 6.4 very easily, Rob.
Well, I mean, you could, but that'd be ridiculous.
No, I'm gonna stay steady at 6.6. Fair.
All right. I mean, that's fair enough. I'm not gonna hate on anybody for not liking this movie as much as I do, because I do understand the issues that it has.
Okay.
You know, like I get it. It's like I always say about the Friday the 13th movies. That's my favorite franchise, and I know they're not good movies, but I don't give a shit. I love them. The Fog is sort of the same way. I know it has problems, but I don't care. I'm here for it.
Can I stop you there real quick? Can you say what you said about Friday the 13th one more time?
I know they're not good movies, but I don't care.
Right. Okay. So why are you so mean to Jason Takes Manhattan?
It's awful. That one's awful.
But-
That one's really awful. It promised too much. It should have been called Jason is on his way to Manhattan, but does pretty much the same thing he's been doing all these other movies on a boat.
Here's the problem with Jason Takes Manhattan. I think it's boring. I find it extremely boring, and that is the biggest sin you can create. You can commit as a Friday the 13th movie.
They didn't capitalize on the idea that you're like trapped in an enclosed space.
Yeah.
And also he didn't really take Manhattan. Like,
yeah.
I know I'm getting a little bit hung up on the title, but I was expecting like much grander I was expecting like a lot more flash and show and like a higher body count. And
well, you see, my big issue with Rob with this movie is, Kat, he ranked the Friday the 13th movies, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you had Jason Takes Manhattan last.
No, I did not. I had Jason Goes to Hell last.
Oh, well, shit. All right. I thought you had it. Okay. I thought you had Jason Takes Manhattan last, and then, okay, so, well, there goes my fucking argument. Shit.
No, if I had Manhattan last, that was just to irritate you, because I would have put Goes to Hell last. There's no...
So, as much as you enjoy irritating me, you very well could have put Takes Manhattan last, just to piss me off.
Yeah, maybe. Hold on, let me look. No, I don't. No, I got the list right here. Goes to Hell's last.
How the hell do you have that on hand?
It's. I got it on my phone. You guys don't have this kind of information available?
no.
I don't even. I feel like you walk around with a filing cabinet.
No, but I have Letterboxd. Do you guys not use Letterboxd?
No.
Oh, it's a great app, and you can create lists and rank things on there. And one of them is the Friday the 13th franchise. I'm looking at it right now, and I had Jason Goes to Hell 12th.
Well, shit. All right. Well, that's an argument for another day. Rob, we will do Jason Takes Manhattan soon. I want everybody listening to this to know I did try and get this episode to be Jason Takes Manhattan. I got overruled, but I will not give up. We will eventually. I'm going to make them do it sooner or later. They're going to give in and say, fuck it, let's just do it and get it over with.
All right.
I was ready. I was there.
Yeah. I mean, I kicked around a ton of ideas, and you guys didn't like any of them.
Every one of your ideas had Tom Atkins in it.
Night of the Creeps had Tom Atkins in it. The Fog had Tom Atkins in it, which we did. I can't remember what else I
noticed on his IMDb page that he's in a short film called Polybius, which I assume is about the urban legend with the video game cabinet that the government used as like a brainwashing program. Can I watch that somewhere? I
have no idea. I have no clue what that is.
I'm suddenly very invested in an episode with Tom Atkins. Like,
that's what we need to do, is a Tom Atkins retrospective episode where we watch all of his movies and we talk about.
Or just Polybius. Oh, it's a short though. What?
I'm sure Rob could fill a couple hours worth of Tom Atkins one way or another.
The man is a treasure.
A treasure. I don't think Tom Atkins and retrospective has ever been put so close together before ever. I don't know.
Dude is great. He's in he's in the My Bloody Valentine remake.
Oh, fuck, is he?
Uh-huh.
I like that movie. Dad didn't even notice him.
Yeah. He's in...
See, blends into shit, I'm saying.
He's in a lot of stuff, man.
Maniac Cop was the other one.
Maniac Cop, yeah, I suggested that one too. That's a good movie. It's fun. It's stupid.
Tom Atkins is in it.
Stars Tom Atkins and Bruce Campbell.
See, I like Bruce Campbell. All right, so fuck. I hate this Tom Atkins thing. Anyway, did you guys have anything else to bring up on the fog?
I don't think so.
No, I can't think of anything.
My God. This is another John Carpenter miss, Rob. The Thing, The Fog, anything with "the" in it, not good.
No one considers The Thing a miss, but you. You and
Bobby.
Yeah, you and Bobby. But Bobby, whatever. That's insanity. How you don't like The Thing. John Carpenter, he doesn't have very many misses, and this certainly isn't one of them. This is a great movie. You know, it has some problems. It's maybe not. It's not as perfect as Halloween, but it's still, you know, I'm there for it. It's entertaining and it's beautiful to look at. It's just all around a win for me.
All right, yeah, and you are right about that. I mean, well, most of that. If any of our younger listeners haven't seen The Fog, go check it. It is something you should see. That's without question. I'll give it that. And look for the Leprechaun. You never know. Apparently, he's in that bitch. But yeah. So guys, go check us out at Slash Radio on Twitter. Go to slashradio.com. Bookmark that bitch. We have all our episodes on there. Articles, interviews, all kinds of shit. And I'm at Mikey's Dead on Twitter. Rob, where do they find you?
You can find me at Radio Rob123 on Twitter. And you can also check out my other show, This Horror Life, with Ghost. And you can find us on Twitter at This Horror Life. And you can download the show wherever fine podcasts are found. So, you know, wherever you're listening to Slasher Radio, you can listen to This Horror Life.
Okay. Kat, before you tell them where they can find you, I just want to point out, Rob still does not have any caps in his Twitter handle. And I noticed, Kat, that you do. So me and you are doing it right, my friend.
I will never have caps in my Twitter handle, lowercase for life.
Kat, am I weird for thinking that's fucked up? I mean,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Nope.
Caps, Rob.
No, lowercase. That's how you do it. It looks cooler that way.
Anyway, Kat, where are they going?
At cat_velour, capital C-A-T, capital
There you go.
O-L-E-U-R.
Thank you very much. And that's a wrap for this week, guys. Be sure to check us out next week. Good night from Slasher Radio.
All the best of Slasher Radio podcast.
Mr. Humphrey.
Yo.
What's going on there, Sleeping Beauty?
I know. I need my beauty rest.
Oh, man. I am on little to no sleep.
Yeah. No, I was tired as hell when I got home from work. And I was like, I'm going to lay down for a couple hours because I knew we were doing this. And I woke up and I saw it was 1:30. And I was like, shit. And I looked at my phone. I saw this chain of messages. God damn it.
You know what I did? Hey, Kat, what's going on? You know what I did Sunday? I woke up at, I don't remember, and it was my grandmother's birthday, mind you. She was coming by for dinner and, you know, the whole thing. My sister was coming. And I woke up at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to go back to sleep. I was up till like 5, 6 in the morning, whatever it was. I got a few more hours sleep. I set an alarm for like 12. Dude, I woke up at 4:15 in the fucking evening.
Oh, man.
I said, holy shit. It was starting to get dark out. I jumped out of bed. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Whew, it'll get away from you every now and then.
Yeah, you can't be missing your grandma's birthday.
Mm-mm. And the alarm I set for weekdays. So it going off on a Sunday did absolutely nothing.
Cat disappeared.
I know. You made her leave.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I have that effect on women.
Sorry about that.
How you doing, Cat?
Doing all right.
It was Rob's fault. Don't worry about it. Can you guys, by the way, hold on. What's a good one to... Oh, well, fuck. You probably didn't hear that, did you?
That's shit.
No.
See? This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. Oh, okay. There we go. This should work. How about this? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to get the sound effects back going, and I think I figured it out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so.
That'll give us something to all look forward to.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. These are so
Wonderful.
fun. I know, right? I have so many random ones that I don't know. Excuse me.
We could start using mine. I have access to all the official Dungeons and Dragons music.
Oh,
from work.
God.
Oh.
We could get the officially licensed.
I didn't know there was official Dungeons and Dragons music.
I didn't know either.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell. Okay, we're gonna find out what the hell this one was together.
That was the second most disgusting fluid I've ever had in my eye.
Wow. All right.
All right.
Okay, Rob, that's your sound.
What's it
effect.
labeled?
Yeah.
Like,
That one comes in handy, I'm sure.
it's disgusting fluid. I had to figure it out. Okay, well, that one's scary enough. I mean, I have some stuff that's actually relevant, too.
Nuts.
I'm gonna check it out.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. I'm sure I can find some that Rob likes.
These nuts.
Okay, I'm gonna stop playing with those for now. Well, that was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Why?
Oh my god.
What could go wrong did go wrong tonight.
Yeah, and apparently Verizon doesn't have fucking 24-hour support anymore, which is good to know.
uh-oh.
That's
Pricks.
handy when you need your internet to work.
I know, and I didn't even get through to anybody. I unplugged the router because I was like, all right, I'm going to have to do that, so let it sit like that. And then all of a sudden, some notification came up on my computer. I seen it in the corner of my eye, and I was like, oh, okay,
Nice.
What the hell? After I plugged it back in after forever, the fucking automated thing was still telling me what to do.
Yeah.
Bastards. All right, guys, that was... we were right. Kat, there's no way we could have did an episode on the fly.
Well, I don't think so. I would have gotten immediately sidetracked. I would have been the only one here when I found out that you didn't like the thing. We would have fought for like 10 minutes, and that would have been a total of 15 minutes.
Yeah, neither one of us would have really given a shit about the argument, so...
Isn't that ridiculous he doesn't like the thing? One of the greatest horror movies of all time.
And again, it's like the Carrie thing. It's iconic. There have been so many takes on the thing. There's that episode of Futurama.
Did you really just bring up Futurama?
Yeah, I can't get on that train with you. I don't know anything about Futurama. I don't watch cartoons.
South Park? No,
not really. I mean, sometimes, but not really. Did you see the Thing remake, Mikey?
No, I haven't.
It's not really.
And I heard it was way off.
It's not really a remake. It's a prequel.
Oh,
which is you don't really know while you're watching it, but then you sort of learn at the end. It picks up, basically it ends where the dog is running away from the Norwegian camp or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The way they did that.
Doing that.
Yeah.
I will watch it eventually.
But it's not. I mean, it's not nearly as cool because it's all CGI and shit.
Yeah, that's part of the problem with that. I don't know, the fucking thing. What a weird movie. But you got your Tom Atkins fix. You happy?
Yeah, I mean, you can never have enough Tommy Atkins, but
God.
Whatever. I'll keep sending you pictures.
I'm sure you will. I'm gonna start forwarding the cat every time you do it.
Why?
Because if I have to suffer, you should too.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that was fun.
Yeah, I gotta try and get back to sleep if I can. I'm supposed to work my other job at noon tomorrow.
Oh, you got plenty of time to sleep.
Staying up all night, but I'm not tired now.
Oh boy, go watch Tom Atkins movie.
I gotta prepare for an episode of This Horror Life with guest star IR Chris.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You better get the bleeps ready. You thought I was bad. You better get them ready.
You gotta get ready for that one.
All right. I can't wait to hear that. Oh God.
I don't.
Fuck
there he is.
me in the ass.
What are you doing,
I'm
man?
sorry, guys. I don't know. God damn it. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
Oh, no worries.
Nah, that's cool.
3 o'clock in the morning, internet goes out. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they probably shut it down for maintenance. So, like, ain't nobody up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, right? Bastards. Anyway, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
We were trying to figure out where we were at.
Yeah.
Where we'd left off.
I heard you guys cutting out. It was like going real slow, and I was like, oh no.